Hello YouTube. Today I'm down around Galena, Illinois, and we're going to be checking out some abandoned features down here. And there's a really cool tunnel at the back, way back at the end of the trail here. It's quite a ways, and there's an old railroad bed too, but right at the end of the railroad is a really cool tunnel called the Winston Tunnel. And a friend of mine a couple years ago showed me this place, like abandoned house down here and everything, and I'm gonna take you on a tour of this place. And as you can see, I'm parked here, and you can see the sign way over there, Winston Tunnel. So apparently we're gonna get started here on this adventure. And the thing of it is, this used to be like a railroad that railroad used to go in and out of that tunnel, and it would haul like coal or lead, or well, not coal, but like lead or whatever, be like a miner's tunnel or whatever. But thing of it is, I hate to spoil the surprise, but with the tunnel or whatever, they have it gated off, so we can't go in there. I mean, it does kind of suck that it's gated off. I mean, we're not allowed to go back in there. But anyway, we'll well, we're not on the railroad bed right now. As you can see, we're on this trail here. And the house isn't too far from here, the old abandoned house. I mean, it's just a wall shaped for a frame for a house, but it's pretty cool, pretty neat. You gotta cross this creek to get to it. And overall, this is the tour of the Winston Tunnel. And this is, I believe, about 6 miles southeast of Galena, Illinois. I mean, if you're looking, it's on like South Blackjack Road. You just keep following that road from Galena, and then just look for the sign on the left going towards Chestnut Mountain, which is the ski resort down there. Excuse me. And then off to your left, you'll find a sign that says Winston Tunnel. And plus, this is actually between Galena and Hanover, Illinois as well. So here we are. We're at the open part here. This is where the other trail comes down here. You have a choice of 2 trails, really. But anyway, we got this open area. There's some cool foundations that are coming up too. And plus, by the way, this is another part of my YouTube channel here, just exploring, these certain places. It's supposed to be a little bit hot today, but it's kind of a little cooler because you don't really have the sun out and everything. So I just thought, yeah, today's a good day to do some exploring around here. And you see, we're still walking along this trail here by this open area, and somewhere in the woods you'll come to a set of foundations. A friend, sent me this. She took a picture right over at the house, and that's when I thought, like, I gotta find this place. Where's it at? And she gave me the directions to it and everything, and that's how I managed to find this place, was here. So I managed to find this place was I got directions, from a friend of mine, but I'm not gonna say her name, his or her name or whatever, because it really wouldn't be that bad. I mean, it just wouldn't be good, really. But as you can see, there's a little side trail going off here that will just take you to the creek. Yeah, I've never been really this part here before. But you can see some old wood or whatever in the woods there. I mean, the bugs. There's an old piece of wood there. probably from one of the old fences or whatever. So we're starting to see our first ruins here. And the house is more up that way. I mean, there's some more foundations around in here, some too. I don't know if you really see them much because of the weeds or whatever, but well, kind of back in there somewhere is another foundation. I see it. It's like a cement concrete thing, but I don't know if I can get back in there. Afraid I'll step in something or whatever. But I'll do the best I can here to get back in here and show you it. So many bushes are here. Here's the foundation. Another one. It's this old concrete thing. Not sure what this was used for. Probably some sort of mining operation or whatever. I don't know what this is used for, but it's neat that this is here. It's an old foundation. Just one last look at that foundation there. Okay, I'm going to divide this into parts, okay, because I don't want to make it terribly too long of a video, really. But there's another foundation up in there, looks like, too. There's another concrete thing right there. Not sure what it's used for. There's an old wood beam up there, too. Not sure what those are used for, but those are the first ruins I think you kind of come to see when you're exploring back in here. But it's just with those bushes there, you really... I don't think I can get back in there, sorry. It's just bushes. I kind of want to get back on trail here. It's just these damn bushes. But anyway, and right along the trail, you're seeing a foundation too. A concrete thing. And there's one over there too. Yep, you can see it right there. And there's another one in the woods too. I have no idea what those are, but you know. But I gotta show you a little bit of some of the foundations here. Okay, here's a little trail that goes to the other concrete thing. And right now I think you can see it a little clearer right there. And there's that log thing back in there. I'm not sure what these were used for. I don't know. I mean, you can just leave in the comments below if you're from the area and you know what this was all about or whatever. And it looks like it's starting to rain, so I don't know if we'll get back to the tunnel. And you can see right here's the fence for the house. And you see the house is back in there somewhere. I mean, you see the old fence, which is cool to see. That's a sign that you're almost to the house. There's another fence there. Okay. The old house is back in there somewhere. See if we can get back in here. Excuse me, it's just so much woods and so much shit and everything. I mean, sorry, I mean, crap I gotta go through. Where do not repeat that word I said, okay? And you have this creek here. I don't know if I'll be able to get across it. I mean, I've gotten across it many times up in the past, but usually I would go up there and like walk across a log or whatever. Darn it. Darn it. Okay. Trying to keep my language kind of clean here because, you know, with this YouTube channel, it's, for me, it's just, I want to keep it entertaining and PG for everybody of all ages, so. Well, my shoe's a little wet, but I made it across the creek. Darn it. I mean, just please bear with me here. It's just, kind of know with exploring here, you kind of get a little, it requires kind of going through some thorns and whatever. But right up there, as you can see through the trees, it's the house, the old house. Get up in here. Please bear with me here. I'm just trying to get some, trying to get up closer to the, darn it, jeez. Just excuse me here. There she is, the old house, or what's left of it. All that's left is a wall, basically. See if I can find me a way in. Yep. Sturdy stonework. And you can see where it's kind of collapsed down here with the stones or whatever. Okay. Dang it. Okay, I said dang it this time. Okay, we're inside the house, or what's left of it. See over there's the old stone wall there. There was another story. As you can see, there's another window up there, but you can see the floor collapsed a long time ago. But this is an old house here. You see some of the beautiful, you see some of the stonework here. Oh, there's a Coors can. Looks like somebody's been drinking in here. But this is a beautiful old house. And you see, I think there was a fireplace here because you can see with the pipe over there. But at one time in here, this was somebody's house. And I think this place is like haunted or something. Which, I don't know if that really explains it, me, you know, getting caught in the thorn bushes and all on the way here. But anyway, this was part one of my exploring of the Winston Tunnel here. And you can see, you just explore this nice house here. Perfect window, looking out a good view to nowhere. I mean, I could just say that this is my house, and all you really have to do is just put a roof over it, and it'd be your house. It'd be back in business. But, you know, this was some sort of old mansion here, and I think right there is the actual entrance to the house there, but I came in over that way because that's another entrance there. And I don't know. Just climb over this other wall here. Yeah. You see? And this probably was a wall for another room. Like, I think over there was another room or something. It's just a little piece of history here. I mean, it basically collapsed, but it's a nice structure. I mean, how I heard about this place once again, it's just a friend of mine showed me this place on Facebook. And you know, I asked her, you know, where the directions at to this place are, and she told me, you know, it's just south of Galena, Illinois. You know, you go down Blackjack Road, and then also, until you see a sign on your left that says Winston Tunnel. And then I walked the trail back in here, and all of a sudden, you know, that's how I found this place. It's a pretty neat spot, pretty neat place, if you're into the stuff like I am. Yeah, wouldn't mind living out here in this house now. All you do is just put a roof on top of it and you'll be back in business. You know, so peaceful out here. You can just hear the rain hitting the top of the trees. Well, this has been part one of my, you know, adventure of the Winston Tunnel. I mean, this isn't the part where you get to see the tunnel. I mean, the tunnel's back a ways, but I'll still continue to walk back. I'll walk back to the tunnel and we'll walk the old railroad bed. But this is been part 1 of my tour. So stay tuned for part 2.